It's okay. I'm in the car driving to go and see nightlife at one of the lakes.
Oh, nice. I'm glad that you are enjoying the holiday, Argish. So, Argish, I won't take much of your time. I basically just want to give you kind of an update on kind of roughly where we're at. I will know more.
Okay.
I will know more of an answer like towards obviously hopefully the 30th or the 31st. But I want to at least give you an update, and then Arkish, you can decide whichever path that you want to go. Okay.
Okay.
So we had a meeting. I had a long meeting yesterday with all of our our partners, the contractor, and everything to see what we need to do. So I know that we are going to spend like the next week or so. We are going to go down to the city and to see if there's anything that we just to make sure that we can I guess there's something with the property line that we need to figure out to get an answer from the city, just to make sure that that there is an easement, because it seems like with the property line there's it's not very clear. So that
we know it is very clear because they cleared it. We cleared
Yeah.
the other property,
Mhm.
orange property on the west, is it? West, and to my property. So that's the end of the property.
Yeah.
And there's just the easement. It's been taken at 215, and they were thinking of building a trail.
Yep.
Bike trail, but they never did. And now they bought the other side, the whole property. So whether they'll ever build an easement and a trail, I don't know.
Right.
But it's been 10 years, and the other side now they're gonna do the.
So a lot of you don't know how to.
So you can check it out for sure.
Yeah, so basically, and that's what I'm calling you to talk. So basically, we are going to so we're probably going to need like the whole next week, and then maybe possibly just because New Year and everything, Arkish will probably need like a week and a half. Obviously we just want to double check just to make sure everything is good. And then I'll be able to kind of let you know further. So basically what I'm asking you is this is totally up to you. So we can either, at the end of the month, if we can't give you a firm answer, whether we can move forward to close on or not, you can choose Arkish to cancel, and I can send you the cancel addendum. We can get it canceled out and you can sell it to somebody else. Or Arkish, if you're willing to work with us and give us like another extra week and a half, so I would say like maybe until January 9th, so we can figure out that property line and getting everything squared away with the city, make sure everything is good, and then at that time, I think I should be able to give you like a real answer if it's something we can move forward with or not. So I don't know which path you want to go.
Okay, let me think about it.
Sure.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to the park.
Sure.
So you will talk at the end of the month, and then back out or say continue, right?
You got it. Yep. I will let you. I will let you make that decisions, Arkish.
At the end of
December.
December.
Yep. So on December 31st, I will call you. Hopefully that we can get an answer by then. If not, I'll let you decide whichever path.
It'll be good if you can get an answer.
Yeah, for sure. I will. We'll definitely do our best, Arkish, and then. But at that time, I'll let you decide whichever way you want to go with. Okay.
Yeah, and you must have got the map of the easement, right? Because I got it.
Yeah, we did. We got everything that we needed, but just that our partner just very. He just want to make sure he goes to the city, get everything that he needed to get, to make sure that we can get a firm answer on it before we can move forward. Sure. Yep. He want to be for sure.
For sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Would that work for you, Arkesh?
And, okay.
Okay.
That makes sense. We talk on 31st.
Yep.
And by that time frame, and I will think.
Sure.
And just in case you guys turn me down, right?
Yep.
Suppose things don't work out for, if you say no.
Yep.
And if I just want to, the way you did it, because I learned a lot, I can go to the same escrow people.
Yep.
I could.
Yeah. So basically, Arkesh, I mean, like, if for whatever reason, if we don't work out together, and if you still want to use that escrow company to do your future closing, yes, they will more than happy to take care of you. Tia is really, really good. She knows what she's doing, and she can certainly help you.
When I go through you, she seems really good. That's why.
No, she's really good.
About the deal.
Yep.
But hopefully, I want it to work out with you.
I appreciate it, Arkesh.
That's why I went in the first place. I didn't want to do any work, right?
Yep, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
No, Arkesh, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for wanting to work with us. I really appreciate you. And I'll call you on the 31st, and then hopefully we'll have a better answer. Yeah. And then at that time, you can decide, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Yep, not a problem. Have a wonderful rest of your night, Arkesh.
Okay, I'll send you a picture of this spot. It's beautiful.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I look forward to it. Bye.
Bye-bye.
As you can see how it comes to building rapport. Now, obviously, I think she's Asian, and I don't know what nationality she is. But as you can see that she has a very thick accent. So for some of you, it's hard for you to understand her. So let me break down the call with you really quick here. Basically, she said she's going to go to the park, right? And she's going to send me pictures. And this is why I'm telling, building real rapport with the seller will really, like, it goes to, dude, it's like, it goes a long way. So every single time we get a property in a contract, I will send them a box of chocolate. It doesn't cost that much for a box of chocolate, and then on the holidays, I text her, hey, happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, blum, blum. Every single property that we have on a contract, right? That is just going the extra mile. And when you go the extra mile and you build that real good rapport and relationship with the seller, it truly pays off when it comes to asking for an extension or renegotiate, getting a price to come down. Like, they think of all the little things that you do. Like, it really adds up in their book. Like, you might not think like, oh, it doesn't do anything. But as you can see on the call, this is why you got to treat real estate. Real estate is a very people person, right? I mean, ask yourself, how many investors does do that? None. How many investor send out a box of chocolate to a seller? How many investor text seller, hey, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, whatever it is, right? How many? None. And that's why when we do it, it separates me from the rest, right? And that's why you follow me, because I give you tips, tricks, secret hacks, and strategy just like this on how to really win the seller over. So I apologize for, obviously I'm at home. I'm not at my studio, so the quality is really bad, but hopefully that the value is worth it for you to watch this entire video. Now, let me break it down for you. So we got this property in the contract. Dude, this deal right here, like, literally blew up in my face. So what happened is we got under contract for $465,000. Okay, $465,000. We sent it out to our buyer for $550,000. We sent out for $550,000. Because you can get the house. It's waterfront, dude. There's nothing blocking the view, and there is an extra lot. For this deal to work, I just have to find the right buyer, which means the buyer is not looking to buy the property, renovate it, and just sell it, which means the price won't make sense. What really makes sense is this buyer going to buy this house. They're going to have the extra lot where they understand how to subdivide, get that extra lot, and then build on it. So finding the right buyer for the property is also very crucial and important. Like, because a flipper might look at this deal and it won't work for them. A landlord look at this deal, won't work. But maybe a builder, maybe a developer look at this deal, understand how to subdivide and build on it, will work for them. So the key thing is getting as many eyeballs, right, on the deal as possible. Now, we sent out 2 buyers to look at the property. I have one of my guy, John, which is our foot on the ground. He goes out there to facilitate the showing. And what happened is that the buyer that came out somehow end up talking to the seller and letting the seller, because I guess they speak the same language. So the buyer end up talking to the seller. John doesn't know what they're talking about, which is my foot on the ground guy, right? I call them the facilitator. He goes out there, he facilitates the showing. So when you wholesale virtually, just like me, right, in other states or whatever it is, or in your own state, but you do it virtually, you need to build relationship with people who, with foot on the ground, that can go out and facilitate the showing for you. Anyways, John said, Kong, I couldn't control it because they're speaking different language. So anyways, the buyer ended up talking to the seller. The buyer tell the seller that, hey, I'm here to buy the property. And my offer is $420,000. You know, the buyer even said her offer is $420,000. Anyway, the seller texted me and said, hey, Kong, I don't know what is going on. I'm really confused. Can you give me a call? I'm nervous. I'm getting nervous. Anyways, I text the seller. I calm her down because that was the day before Christmas. This happens on Christmas Eve. Now, I want to share the story with you because I want all of you to understand that not every single deal go smoothly, right? Not every single deal you lock up and it just goes smoothly and it close, you get paid. There are things that happen, and this is just the nature of the business. So I called the seller on Christmas Eve. I was sitting at a gas station. I wanted to record the call, but I couldn't because she calls me. So I said, you know what? I was just going to pick it up. So I talked to her about it. I told her exactly, here's what's going on. I said, hey, Arcus, sometimes what we do is that is our funding partners and our contractor to go out there, right? Those are our funding partners. So we typically, what we do is we bring on partners into our deals because we buy a lot of property. I told her, I think our partner was kind of confused. We're going to go in, we're going to buy this property. We either buy together or, you know, sometimes we do have our partner steps in and they're going to be the one who's actually going to close on the property. But I said, Arkish, no matter what, right, whatever we agreed upon, right, the amount of money we agreed upon, you are going to get that. Also, right? So in the seller's head, I said, our agreement, there's nothing changes with our agreement, right? It's just now we either move forward to buy it, right? Or one of our partners is going to move forward, or we're going to partner up with them to actually close on the transaction. But I can reassure you that whatever we agreed upon does not change. It doesn't affect the price. It doesn't affect our term. It doesn't affect our closing. But I did let her know, but she did agree that she will give us 3 weeks to inspect the property. So she said, okay, so I understand that. And she said, Kong, you know, I want you to make money too. That's what she said. And this is why building rapport is so good. She said, I want you guys to make money on this as well. But I just don't want to get scammed. I just don't want, you know, like I just don't want to get scammed. So as long as you reassure her, you know, with the title company. So I said, hey, Arcus, I'm going to get my escrow agent to actually call you and confirm with you that everything is good. That's why finding a good title company to work with is also crucial. And it's very important in your wholesaling business. So my escrow agent said, Kong, okay, I spent some time talking to her already. But anyways, after she talked to me, she was all good. She said, Kong, I'm good. I'm glad that we jumped on this call. I understand everything now. I'm much more confident. I still want to work with you guys. I still want to move forward to close. Because I did tell her she was afraid that she is locked in with us and that she can't cancel. And I said, Arkish, we made a promise that you gave us 3 weeks to inspect the property. She said, yep. So I said, Arkish, at the end of the month, I said, we will either go back to you. I will either let you know that, hey, everything is good. We can move forward to close on it. And at that time, I'll give you the exact date, right, and time that we can close on it for sure. But at the end of the month, let's just say that for whatever reason, our numbers off, we can't move forward. I will let you know and you can decide. And yes, at that time, if you don't agree with our new price, you can cancel. I'll send you an addendum. We can cancel it. You can move forward, sell it to whoever else that you want. And she's like, oh, okay, good. So anyways, so it's all about, making sure that understand, being clear with them, man. She was good to go. I got my escrow agent, call her, and now she's like, Kong, I want to work with you. I want to make sure that we can get this moving forward and getting this closed. And this is why building relationships and all the little things that you do, actually, it goes a long way. Like, it adds up, right? And being able to, I think, the reason why she want to continue is giving the seller that trust. Because when they have the fear and they lost the trust, it is game over, right? So that's why, every single time when you get a property in a contract, you want to make sure that you keep them on a weekly update. So every single week, I tell my VA to at least update, text them, call them, whatever you need to do, email them, right? Give an update saying, hey, it's a holiday. We're trying to get a contractor out there, but we're still having trouble trying to schedule someone out there. I just want to give you a quick update that we're still working on your, we're still working on your, We're still working on your profile, or we're still working on, your property. We're still working on your, whatever it is, right? To get this closed. And I just want to give you this quick update. What I used to do, and it was a mistake, is that I market my deal and I can't find a buyer. And I said, oh my gosh, I don't know what to say to the seller. So I basically just go silent. And that scares them. And when they have that fear and they don't know what is going on, because they're like in the dark, right? And you're trying to find a buyer and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't find a buyer. So I don't know what to say to them. Right. And that's what happened, man. That's why you lose on deals, because of that. So make sure you keep them up on a weekly, up to date, right? Report to them Monday, report to them on Friday. Hey, before I clock out, I just want to let you know, this is kind of where we're at. With Stu trying to scramble and get another contractor in there. Let's just say you sent a contractor out already, but that buyer, right? That buyer you sent out didn't work out. You'll be like, hey, we're trying to find another contractor that can come in and give us a lower bid on the repair cost for us to make the number work. We're still working on trying to find the right fit. I'll keep you posted, right? And that's all they want. They just want to know what is going on, right? And as long as they clear on that and you can continue to build the rapport, get their trust, there shouldn't be any issue. So as you can see, I call back. I think that she would more likely to give me an extension, because right now we got a buyer in on it. So one of the buyer comes in, and one of the buyers said the most that they can pay is $420,000. Now I got this property in a contract for $465,000. We're still waiting to hear from the other buyer to see if he can do. I think we sent it out. We reduced the price. We sent it out to the buyer for $500,000. So that's a $35,000 deal. So this buyer, for him to move forward, he needs to go down to the city to check, as you can see, to check on basically the encroachment and the property line. He just want to make sure everything is good. And the seller understand that, because it seems like they have gone through this issue already. So they understand it. So I feel like that she will give me an extension. Hopefully that this buyer gets everything that they need and that he's willing to move forward with the $500,000. If not, then I'll have to pick the strongest buyer with the highest offer. And then I'll have to go back and try to renegotiate with the seller and see how we can make this work. But that is pretty much it. When you call the seller, that's pretty much it. You just let the seller know, hey, here's where we're at in price. I hope, if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. Let me know. I can send over, the cancel addendum. We can get this cancel out. But typically, I always position myself as like this. I'll be like, hey, we got good news. We got bad news, right? Which one? So the bad news is obviously there's, our contractor went out there. There's a lot of work. The good news is we still want to move forward to buy it. I just don't know if you have any rooms, right, in the price, right, to take anything less or to go any lower. And then here we're at in price, and you get to decide. Just let them know that they get to choose at the end of the day. That's all they wanted. Is that, do they get to choose what they want to do? They rather cancel, or they can move forward with the new price. That's what the seller wants, to know that they have option. It's not like they don't want to get scammed by, oh, you came back and you're like, yep, we can't do 465, we do 400, and they are forced to move forward with the price, the new price. That's what they're afraid of. This is what the seller said that they are afraid of. So as long as you let them know that, you should be good, okay? So once again, if you're watching this and you're serious about getting into wholesaling, all right, and whether you're trying to build your second stream of income through wholesaling real estate, or you want to make it your full-time, your full-time income, right? It's either this is your part-time, your full-time, this is either your side hustle, your side income, or you want to make sure that this is your main income, and you want to work with me, my team. I love to have you as a student, but in this where it's a hands-on mentorship, this is where I'll guide you through every step of the way. We have live classes, live training classes, 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, to go over everything about your wholesaling business. So not only I want to help you close your first deal, but to close your next deal, and then eventually scaling you to 1 deal a month. And it's not about just cold calling, but we will show you how to set up your Facebook ads, your PPC, your direct mail, and your text blast. And basically, it's not like I'm giving you a video or course to watch and just go and good luck and go do it. But we really go and dive in and break down your wholesaling business and give you a blueprint, a game plan of what you need to do every single week. Okay. And that's why most of my students that's in my academy that have that hands-on mentorship, a lot of them are getting results. Some close their first deal in 30 days. Other takes a while. Right? It all depends on how much work, how much time you put in, and how much capital you have to invest in your marketing. But if you want to cut down your learning curve, fast track, my academy is the way to go. I'm just saying. So if you're interested, you want to apply for it. It's not for everybody, right? But go to coachwithkong.com. The link is in my description. Okay. Now this is a higher ticket item. Okay. Now for those of you who be like, hey Kong, I am good with just a course. I'll give you my contract. I'll give you my script. I'll give you my step-by-step course. I'll give you access to my private Skool Community. Now, this is only $67 a month. So maybe for you, this might be the one. So let me share with you what you will get in my Skool Community, because this seems to be more of you guys, some of you guys' price. So let me share with you what you will get. So once again, the difference, the other one is a hands-on training where we have live classes to go through everything. So if you rather just go to the Skool Community, then all you need to do is go to Skool. Let me show you the link. Go to skool.com/ here's what you get. Okay. So $67 a month, or you can, I'm doing a special for New Year, 50% off if you're going to sign up for the whole annual, right? So you pay for the whole entire year, it's 50% off. But if you just want to pay one month by month, it's $67. Once you sign up, it's going to look like this. Hit the classroom tab. This is where you get all the tools, the resource, this contract. Here's the contract. Here's the script. Here's the JV contract, sell objections, like everything. I give you every course. All you need to do is put in the work. But literally, I'll give you everything that you need to actually succeed in wholesaling. How to remotely, virtually wholesale, just like me. Okay, so all these courses at no extra cost. You get access to every single one of this. Okay, there you go. And I actually upload a new course every single week to keep you on top of your wholesaling game and in front of your competition, where I share with you tips, tricks, secret hacks, and strategy every single week. Okay, and once you go in here, you get access to all the course. And then make sure to introduce yourself. Get network. A lot of you underestimate the networking because your network is your net worth. We have people in here who have closed deals, who have done deals with other club members. Basically, they JV deals, they joint venture, they create a business partnership together, all kinds of stuff in here. Okay. So you get more of, these are people who have skin in the game, just like you, right? So they're much more serious than someone, I believe, that don't have skin in the game. Okay. If YouTube, the freeway, was enough for you to close a deal, you would have closed a deal by now. Does that make sense? Like people said, hey, but YouTube has everything. If YouTube, right, would have got everything that you need, there would have been more people who succeed. But the answer is no, right? Because most, dude, they just need to have skin in the game to push them to do what they needed to do to get the results. But it's totally up to you. right? You got the YouTube. I give you the Skool Community, right, at a very affordable price, or you can join my academy, okay, which is the mentorship, okay? I appreciate each and every single one of you that's watching. I hope that this little session here adds some value to you. I'll see you on the next live, and let's go get this money.